This is Bill Zoller with the lifestyle-interventions.com website. Here we have what we call a wellness moment, and today we're going to be talking about lifestyle medicine, a very interesting and important branch of medical practice. Lifestyle medicine is about lifestyle behaviors. Things like what we eat, what we drink, the level of our physical activity, the amount of rest that we have, the quality of our sleep, whether we're using alcohol and how much, whether we use addictive drugs and so on, and also things like the quality of our relationships are also one of the lifestyle factors that end up being very, very important. This type of medical practice is quite different than traditional medicine, where the focus tends to be on disease maintenance and aggressive treatment with medications, perhaps medications for a prolonged period of time. I know people who are taking 15, 16, 17, 18 medications, and sometimes these people are on meds for the rest of their lives. Lifestyle medicine is a scientific approach to decreasing our disease risk by using healthy lifestyle interventions. The focus then is on the patient's behavior, most of which is under their own control. So this is a very empowering, important concept, that whether or not we get a chronic disease may be under our control. And that is one of the basic tenets of lifestyle medicines. So then ideally, the lifestyle medicine practitioner will help the patient to make some shifts, some positive shifts in their lifestyle behaviors. Think this: lifestyle as medicine. Lifestyle as medicine. Very powerful concept. It's interesting to note that every person who we know who has had radical, total, complete remission of their cancer, various forms of cancer, have all changed their lifestyles in very important ways, and have, by definition, been very successful at this and have arrested their disease. I wanted to mention today just a couple of words about the relatively new science of epigenetics. This has to do with how our genes are expressed, how our cells read genes. It is the study of all of the biological mechanisms which will shift genes on and off. So here we have a powerful and fascinating concept that according to how we live and what we do day in and day out, we can turn genes on and off, including cancer-producing genes and genes that are associated with the chronic diseases. One of the people who have made a tremendous contribution to epigenetics are doctors Neil and Ayesha Sherzai, S-H-E-R-Z-A-I, Sherzai. They are research neurologists and have identified 4 critical pathways that lead to the onset of Alzheimer's disease. And the main point that I want to make about this is that all 4 of these pathways are intimately associated with our lifestyle behaviors, most of which we have control over. This would include the quality of our sleep, and again, nutrition and our activity level, stress management, and so on. Dr. Sherzai are very interested in brain health, and they go at some length to talk about how to achieve positive brain health and how to keep our brains healthy so they don't deteriorate as we get older. I also wanted to mention about telomeres. Telomeres are the end caps of chromosomes. They are at the end of each strand of DNA. They protect our chromosomes. They are like the plastic tips of a shoestring. Telomere length tends to shorten with age, but positive lifestyle behaviors can help to lengthen telomeres, and that's what our objective is, to have longer telomeres that are associated with good health and more longevity. Contrary-wise, short telomeres are associated with ill health and a shortened lifespan. This would be an interesting and important thing to know about. Lifestyle medicine physicians have good reason to assess healthfulness of the patient's lifestyle behaviors because of, in part because of telomere length. And this is something that may be monitored during your involvement with lifestyle medicine practitioners. So finally, I wanted to mention the names of several medical practitioners and scientists who I believe are at the leading edge of lifestyle medicine. Now, not all of these people are certified in lifestyle medicine, and not all of them would agree with me that they practice lifestyle medicine, but they do. And in every case of the people I'm going to mention, they are very successfully involved in their patients getting well, and have a very good track record in that regard. The first person I'll mention is Jeff Novick, who is a nutritionist and dietitian, very interesting man, and I would recommend that you seek out his media and make use of it. Next, Michael Greger, a wonderful lifestyle medicine practitioner. Then Dr. John Mcdougall out in California has a very exciting practice, and he also invites people out to his medical facility for education and training. My wife and I had the privilege of going out there for a three-day intensive workshop. Dr. David Katz would be next on my list, dynamic, very adept physician. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, who is a retired surgeon from the Cleveland Clinic. Dr. T. Colin Campbell, who I consider to be probably the world's foremost nutritional biochemist. Dr. Neil Barnard, who is the founder and current president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Dr. Pam Popper, Dr. Dean Ornish, who has done fascinating research demonstrating that lifestyle practices can lengthen our telomeres. Dr. Joel Furman, Dr. Hans Deal, Dr. Garth Davis, who published a fascinating book called Proteinaholic. Dr. Dan, I don't believe he is a physician, Dan Beutner, who was affiliated with the National Geographic Society and spearheaded research that now is termed the Blue Zones, where they determined just why it is that these Blue Zone people groups live longer without disease than other people. And then Doctors Dean and Ayesha Sherzai, who I've already mentioned, and then Dr. Mark Sandoval, who is the medical director of the Uchee Pines Institute in Sealy, Alabama. I would finally add everybody who is associated with the Loma Linda University Lifestyle Medicine Institute would certainly be on this list. If you're interested in lifestyle medicine, take a look at our website. We have a fairly detailed article there about lifestyle medicine. We hope that this has been useful to you today, and we thank you for joining us.